Live. We might be live. It says we're live. I think we are live. All right. Well, we're still connecting. Okay, we are live. All right. Welcome, everyone, to Are You Smarter Than a Naturalized Citizen? This is episode 14. I am your host. We will get to introductions shortly. Before we do, I forgot one thing. I have a couple of quick little announcements here. Oh, I don't have it. Make sure that you like us and follow us on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, wherever you get your social media. We'll be getting to all of our contact information shortly. Second, today is a special edition because Andrea was here for episode number 13 against Attorney Moumita. And if you were watching, and if you weren't, you should go back and check it out because it's, that's what happens live, I guess. Hurricane Ida, which was actually Tropical Storm Ida, decided to interrupt her game by breaking open her ceiling in her house and literally wiping her out in the middle of the game. Her family's okay. They survived. There's a lot of damage. Moumita and her family the best and getting over it, and everyone else who was affected by that. And she hopefully will come back in the future to see if she can win. But in the meantime, we wanted to give Dre another shot because she was doing so well last time, and we didn't really know how. It was an unexpected thing. So thank you for joining us once again. We'll get to, like I said, our introductions in one moment. Before we get to that, I always like to explain just real quick for everybody watching what naturalization is. So naturalization is a process that a permanent resident becomes a citizen. And there are 4 ways that you can become a U.S. citizen. You could be born in this country. There's something called acquisition of citizenship, where you're born outside the U.S. to parents who are U.S. citizens. There's derivation of citizenship, which is number 3. It's also known as automatic citizenship, which real simple requirements. You have to be under 18 when your parent becomes a U.S. citizen, and you have to have a green card and in the custody and control of the naturalized parent. And then the final one is naturalization. And these are people who don't get it automatically, but have to apply and go to an interview. And at the interview, you not only are going to be asked about your background and, criminal history and all that, but you're also they make sure that you can write and read in English. So there's an English test. And then there's also what we're here to talk about today, which is the Civics Test. And during the naturalization interview, you're going to get 10 chances to get 6 questions right. And we're here to give you an idea of what that test is like. I like to combine education and fun, and I think this is a fun way to do it. And these are the actual questions taken from USCIS, right from their practice exams, word for word. I didn't pick the questions or the answers or how they're worded. But what I'm going to do is my job is to determine if our contestants' answers are close enough to the answers on the answer sheet, just as if I was a USCIS officer, and whether or not I was going to get it correct. So we're getting into the rules of the game here. But that's the basis of naturalization. But here, because six correct answers can go by pretty quickly, we're going to go to 10. So first to 10 wins. That is rule number 1. Rule number 2, and of course, I refer to as the most important rule, that you cannot buzz in until I finish reading the question. If you buzz in before I finish reading the question, then you will forfeit your turn for that round. and your opponent will get a free guess. Now, Omar, when we were practicing Monday night, he got very excited with the buzzer, and he buzzed in before I even said one word. He was and gave me the answer before I could even tell him he wasn't supposed to do that. But we got all the jitters out, and I think you're ready to go today. That's why we practice. You know, everybody gets one. And then, of course, I am the judge, jury, and executioner, meaning it's me and me alone. This is a bench trial. We don't have a jury here. Just, again, as if you are a USCIS officer, you get one person deciding if your answer is close enough to the answer on their paper. That's how I'm going to do it. I hold no biases, no judgments. We will get to the fact that although Omar hasn't played the game, he might have his own advantage in a different way. So why don't we get to the show and get to the introductions? Before I begin, I couldn't find a coin, which I normally do a coin toss. So, Dre, when's your birthday?
February 23rd.
Omar, when's your birthday?
April 15th.
Dre, yours is closest, so you will get to decide if you want to go first or defer to the second half.
I'll go first.
That's a good idea because there's no second half. All right. Oh, I don't even have my music on. All right, so I'll have to sing it. I'm sorry, guys. Do 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 do. Something to that extent. You're welcome. Oh wait, why isn't my sound working? My side effect sounds. Oh wait, they didn't come yet. They don't come yet. All right. Sorry. All right. Anyways, besides my technical difficulties, my name is Amanda Schaefer. I'm an attorney. I practice immigration, criminal, family law. I decided to wear this bright yellow shirt today, or maize if you want to be specific, because my heart's hurting a little from last night. I am a very big Yankee fan, and that was painful. And if you watched the notable approval that I posted on Tuesday, I was wearing my Yankee hat. And I was super excited. So with that in mind, I turned to my other favorite team, and we're 5-0 right now. So go blue. Got to bring my mood up a little with the cheerfulness of our maize here. I'll get to my second fun fact. Hashtag follow Attorney Amanda in one moment. But first, my same quote that I had last time of why I'm proud to be an American. I'm still proud because of this reason, that our Constitution, which was written in 1787, is still relevant today. It still amazes me how a group of men back in the 1700s could be able to create a document, a way to govern, a governing system, not a document, a governing system that would last this long and be so adaptable. To me, that's an amazing thing. So that's why I'm grateful to be an American today. And so, as I said, hashtag follow Attorney Amanda. I talked about this last time. This time I thought about it a little bit more in advance and found the episode that talks about this game show. That if you follow Law Firm Suites, they're the one that I have this media marketing. So I talk about the game show and why I do it, and why I continue to do it. So I highly recommend you check it out. And if you have any interest in social media marketing, especially if you're an attorney, we're on episode 18 now. And this week, or 17, this week was about free online resources that I helped to grow my business. So I would check it out if you're. That is enough about me. Let's meet our contestants. Contestant number uno, please introduce yourself.
My name is Attorney Omar Bashi. I'm from Raleigh, North Carolina. I was born in Baghdad, Iraq. I've lived majority of my life in North Carolina and lived some part of my life in California. I own my own law firm, Bashi Law PLLC, here in Raleigh, and I love what I do. I love helping immigrants getting legal status in the United States.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Omar. And as I said, we would get back to the fact that you might have an advantage. According to your fun fact, you've already passed the naturalization test.
Yes, I passed the naturalization test on my first try. I believe in the first 6 or 7 questions. I don't recall. I was a junior in college. I literally remember having a test, driving down 45 minutes from Wilson, North Carolina to Raleigh. And the only prep I did for the exam was literally at the time put the CD in the CD player in the car and listen to the questions and answers on the way to the exam. That's all I did. And I passed, and I'm proud to be an American.
Well, we are proud that you are as well, and that is some strong language coming from your opponent, Jay. Sounds pretty confident.
Yeah. I have some tough competition there. I don't know if that's smack talk or what, but
I think it was our subtle smack talk, actually. Well, and we did establish he took this version of the test, but to make you feel a little better, he may have gotten a practice question wrong. May have. I can't divulge. But Omar, why are you proud to be an American?
I love learning about more Americans and how our multinational cultures are all very similar. Almost every culture in America has some kind of similar touches where we're literally all melting pots from all over the world.
I agree. I think it's what makes this country great. It's why I love living where I live, because we have everybody. So I think it's pretty awesome. Dre, I think you are still on a lag.
yeah, I am. Should I move?
Maybe.
Is it my internet? Okay, hold on. Let me go.
So I think it might be because
I know it keeps like fading in and out. It
Yeah,
didn't
it
do
was
this
good.
last.
No, it didn't do it last time. I don't know where you were last time.
I'm gonna sit right by the router. Okay.
That's a good idea. All right. I think at least, even though it's a little, you're hearing us and we're hearing you in real time. So that's the most important thing. And then we have, before I forget, Omar. Gonna introduce yourself.
Yes, so this is Gigi. What's so significant about Gigi is when I was a little kid, was born in Baghdad, Iraq. I actually had a puppy of a similar breed as Gigi, and we had to leave him back in Iraq. So since I was a kid till now, we've been always wanting a dog of similar background and similar breed. So we finally got one, and we named her Gigi. She's right here. She's the office pet. She comes to work with me every single day.
And she likes to dress up. Is that Halloween or is that an everyday Gigi thing?
So this month we're dressing her up a lot more because it's her birthday month. She really doesn't like dressing up. She gets feisty about it, but it's her birthday month, so we're taking advantage of it.
Well, she's adorable, and we were talking. That's how I know about the dog. But we were talking about the dog, and I have 2, but one of them is half Maltese, which is Gigi's breed, half poodle, and they look similar. But Bailey, she's sleeping. She can't be bothered. She's an old girl. She's 13, so you let her sleep. Let sleeping dogs lie, as they say. All right. Well, thank you again. We're glad you're here, and I am jealous because I had a therapy dog at work, and then COVID hit, and Goldie, she did not want to leave home anymore once we went back to the office. So, it was sad. We put her bed in the back today. I was like, you just it's a dog. You know, no.
Nope.
She's dead weight. She's not going nowhere. All right. Anyways, contestant number 2, can you please introduce yourself once again?
So my name is Andrea Garcia, and I am a Riverside County, California public defender. I'm an immigration specialist public defender. So what I do is I guide and teach and am involved in plea negotiations and plea bargaining when we have a non-citizen defendant to try and get them what we call a safe or neutral plea bargain that will not trigger any of the statutory crime bars found in inadmissibility grounds or deportability grounds. So I'm considered the Padilla attorney after the Supreme Court case Padilla versus Kentucky 2010.
And that's the court case that ruled that there is a duty for the attorneys and the judge to make sure that the client or defendant knows about the consequences, immigration consequences of a guilty plea.
Yes, and
go on.
is also informed of his right to defend against those consequences during his criminal court proceeding, because there is no defense once it's on his record at immigration court, as we know.
That's why you're the expert, and I think that that's awesome that you do that. One of the most well-known cases in immigration among practitioners. It's not just immigration, in criminal law as well. So I think that's really cool. I didn't even know that until I met you, because I think they might have some now in New York, but there used to never be that. So I think that's really important. And you're right. Once you get the conviction on your record, immigration laws don't care about expungement or dismissals, or acquittals for that matter. So it's definitely a really incredibly important thing you're doing, and we all thank you for doing it. And for anyone who wasn't with us last time, if you could explain Mama Kita again, we'll get to her pictures. I do have those as well. But who is Mama Kita?
So Mama Kita is my, I think, triple great-grandmother, great-great-great-grandmother. And she is from one branch of my family who immigrated to Kansas City area around 1913, 1912 with, I think, 11 of her children as a single mother. And just one fact, I am a Kansas City Mexican-American by birth, and I'm 3rd and 4th generation Kansas Cityan. So both sides of my family have roots in Kansas City for over 100 years now. But Mama Kita is my most famous relative because every 5 years or so, that side of the family, we honor her legacy and we have a family reunion. And they've been doing this since 1950 or something, when she was actually still alive. And now there's probably over 1,000 descendants. It's been our family in one of the most recent family reunions back in 2016. We were featured, maybe it was 2015, featured in the Kansas City Star, I believe, on the front page for our family getting together. And that is who Mama Kita is.
Well, that is pretty cool. And one of the reasons that I enjoy doing the show is I don't do these things on purpose. It just happens. But we have someone who himself is an immigrant, and then someone else whose family has been here for generations, but is the definition of the American dream. So I think that's awesome. You guys collectively represent a lot of what America is about. So again, I cannot extend my gratitude enough for joining me tonight. I know how valuable both of your time is. And can you please tell us why you're proud to be an American?
I am proud to be an American because of the American dream, what you mentioned. And I think that I'm living proof and of what can happen in this great country. Generation after generation has, worked hard, and, I'm a lawyer today and I have relatives who are doctors, and the people who first came here in my family, they were domestic workers. Mama Kita was a laundress, and the male relatives worked on the railroads and in the stockyards. But they always believed in, going education for their kids, and that just carried on. So that's why I'm proud to be an American, because it gives really truly an opportunity to realize one's dreams.
I agree. I know that some people think the American dream is dead, but when you do asylum cases and things like that, you realize, well, we got it pretty good over here. And here's what you were talking about before, right?
Yes. There's
when Mama Kita's in the middle, and when were the family photo 2 pictures taken?
So I believe this one was actually 1987 in the 80s. And this one was in 2015. The one on the left in color. But the other one could have been the 1950s. I can't tell. Sorry. I can't remember.
It might say it on there, but that one's in 1987. You're right. Yeah, I see it.
1987. There was a photo, but I don't know if I sent it to you, from 1950s, and it was also in like a church hall.
Yeah, I think I couldn't fit it.
Yeah.
Too many people and too small a photo.
Yes. I do want to give a shout out to my dog, Oscar, because you guys were talking about your dogs.
Oh my God, I'm going to have to give Bailey.
Yeah. So, and I just want to let you know, he is part Maltese, and he's also mini poodle. I did a DNA test on him, a doggy DNA test. He's 27% Chihuahua, and everything else is every single small dog. Like literally every single small dog.
That's awesome. We for my lab mix, we never did that, but I'm always been interested. I will get my husband, who is listening, to bring out Bailey before the end of the show. All right, let's get started then. Dre, we're on the buzzer. We're all out. Dre, it is your board, I believe.
Let's do systems of government.
Oh, systems of government. You guys ready? Under our Constitution, some powers belong to the federal government. What is one power? Omar.
To coin money.
To coin money. Print paper money. Mint coins. Declare war. Create an army. Make treaties. Set foreign policy. And your answer was?
To coin money. Print paper money, pretty much.
Print money. Well, we have print paper money and we have mint coins, but I'm just giving you a hard time. That's good enough for me. That's correct. It is your board.
Let's do 1800s.
1800s. What did the Emancipation Proclamation do? Dre.
It freed the slaves.
Final answer?
Well, it freed Black people. I think African Americans. I think that's the final answer.
Final answer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It freed the slaves. It freed the slaves in the Confederacy. It freed the slaves in the Confederate state, and it freed slaves in most. Oh, I pressed the wrong. That was correct. That was correct. But we got sorry, Susan B. Anthony. We're not going to use your question now. I put it in the wrong spot. I apologize. Okay. Well, hopefully I'll remember. That was 77. Okay. Andrea, back to you.
How about principles of American government?
Principles of American government. Oh, I always this one then. My least favorite question. What is the supreme law of the land? Dre.
The Constitution.
It's the U.S. Constitution, but I will give it to you. The reason this is my least favorite question is because whenever I'm on that home screen and I miss the link click, it goes to that question. so I hate that question. All right, back home, and Omar, your board.
Let's do 1800s again. Don't do number 77.
I'm going to veto that. We're gonna have to go with a different category.
All right, holidays.
Ooh, holidays. When do we celebrate?
Totally fucked up. Excuse me.
Ooh, this is a show for children, sir.
Sorry.
It's okay. I know. I get these buzzers. They drive you mad. Dre, you're gonna have, as long as you don't buzz in before I finish reading the question, you're gonna be able to answer this question.
Buzz in right now. Buzz in. Buzz in.
When do we celebrate Independence Day? Dre.
The 4th of July.
Final answer?
Yes.
Okay.
Oops, sorry.
Ooh, you know what? It's July 4th, but I'm gonna give it to you. And it's your board.
Okay. How about geography?
Ooh,
Ooh,
geography.
that one's a tough one.
What ocean is on the west coast? And I believe Dre is situated on the west coast. So if you don't know this one, of the United States.
Sorry, this is not working. I have to restart my page. Give me a sec.
What's not working?
The buzzer.
Did I not clear it?
No, it's stuck on my page. You're good.
All right.
Can you
I'll
send
reread
me
the question.
Can you send me the code again?
It's in still. It should still. Oh no, you signed out.
Thank you.
That's what happens live, ladies and gentlemen. Please bear with us. We will. By the way, great. One of
All
the
right,
best.
I'm back in.
All right, we're good. But that I was gonna say one of the best names for a TV show ever because it just works. Okay. So Dre, it is your board. Oh no, wait, no, we're here. Okay. What ocean is on the west coast of the United States? Dre.
The Pacific Ocean.
Specifically the Pacific?
Yeah.
No, I'm just messing with you. Whenever
I doubt myself every time.
you should realize by now. But not only that, I didn't give you your guy. I'm sorry. I always say specific when I'm trying to say specific.
Okay.
You wouldn't know that. All right, Omar, you're bored.
Recent American history and other historical information.
Recent American history and other historical information. Name one war fought by the U.S. in the 1900s. Omar.
War of 1912. Sorry, 1812. I got that wrong. Damn it.
World War I, World War II, Korean War, Vietnam War, Persian Gulf War. Unfortunately, I think the War of 1912 was World War II, or it wasn't. It was either way.
No, I was totally wrong.
Either way. No, I know you were totally wrong. Either way. You got it.
That's fine.
It happens to the best. I always go with the War of 1812, by the way, for the 1800 question, because that's the easiest one to remember. All right. Now, Dre, you're bored.
Okay, let's do rights and responsibilities.
Rights and responsibilities. Name one right only for U.S. citizens. Omar.
The right to vote.
Ooh, the right to vote. Run of federal office. Vote in federal election. That is correct. Obviously, either I have a typo or USCIS has a typo. I put my money on USCIS, but who knows? All right. Omar, your turn. You're bored of me.
Principles of American government.
Principles of American government. What is freedom of religion? Omar.
The right to practice any religion or not to practice any religion.
Final answer.
Yes, final answer.
You can practice any religion or not practice a religion. That is correct. Dre, you're bored.
Symbols.
Symbols. Why does the flag 50 stars? Dre.
It signifies how many states for the 50 states.
Final answer.
Yes.
All right. 50 states. That is correct. Omar, you're bored.
System of government.
System of government. What are not one but two cabinet level positions? Omar.
Secretary of State, Secretary of Defense.
Just two, sir. Just two. Final answer, Secretary of State, Secretary of Defense.
Yes.
And we know if you've seen it, I've talked about this, I'll talk about this forever because I was in shock when it happened. But I was at an interview with a client who knew like the whole history of the Civil War. USCIS officer, not interested. All he wanted to know is what did the Emancipation Proclamation do? It freed the slaves. Move on. So two, we got Secretary of State, Secretary of Defense. Let's find out. We have Attorney General, Secretary of Agriculture, Secretary of Commerce, Secretary of Defense, Secretary of Education, Secretary of Energy, Health and Human Services, Homeland Security, Housing and Urban Development, Interior, Labor, State, Transportation, Treasury, Veterans Affairs, Vice President. That is correct. And there is that's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. All right. Trey, you're bored.
Oh, wait. Okay, yeah. How about 1800s?
Ooh, back to the 1800s. Name, oh, you guys can't use that one. Can't use that one. All right, because that's just not allowed. I mean, I should just throw the question out, but this makes it harder. Name one war fought by the U.S., this country, United States, in the 1800s? That's not the War of 1812. Omar.
Civil War.
Final answer. Final answer?
Yes, I think so, yes.
War of 1812, Mexican-American War, Civil War, Spanish-American War. That is correct. It's also back to you for the board.
Let's do Colonial Period and Independence.
Colonial Period and Independence. By the way, if you're watching out there, I don't know where your loyalties lie because nobody has shown who they're supporting yet. I'm eyeing the comments unless the comments aren't working, which is a possibility with Facebook. But who are you here for? Show your love, show your support. We're neck and neck here, guys. Okay, ready? Had to get that out there. See if anyone listens, is listening. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence? Dre.
James Madison?
I think he's one of them.
Ah!
I knew it.
That would be Thomas Jefferson. Thomas Jefferson. That's a tough one.
Guessing myself. That was a tough one.
That's a tough one. I mean, Omar's response was that's one of them. Yeah.
That's one of them.
Although in fairness, there were many people who contributed. Okay. Dre, it's your board.
Let's do colonial period and independence again.
That's a great idea because I love the dunce guy. Colonial period and independence. Ooh, toughie. What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? Dre.
The African people.
Although the answer is Africans, that would be close enough to be correct. That is correct. Unfortunately, correct. Omar, you're aboard.
Principle of American government.
Principles of American government. What is an amendment? Dre.
A change to the Constitution.
A change to the Constitution. An amendment to the Constitution. Again, this one I happen to know because of how ridiculous it is that this was not my mistake. This is what's on the answer sheet. I mean, I always learned you can't define a word with the word itself, but I take no responsibility. Jade, is your board again.
How about recent American history and other historical information?
Recent American history and other historical information. What movement tried to end racial discrimination? Dre.
The Civil Rights Movement.
Civil Rights Movement. That is correct. Omar, I see you getting distracted over there.
I'm trying. Just keep it was a second.
Is she being not a good girl?
She's actually asleep.
Oh, I should have known. She's a perfect angel.
Right.
Omar, it is your board.
Let's do rights and responsibilities.
Rights and responsibilities. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? Omar.
18 years old.
That is correct. Dre, you're bored.
Let's do systems of government.
Systems of government. Who vetoes bills? Omar.
The President of the United States, or the President.
The President. That is correct. Also, once again, you're bored, Omar.
Let's do system of government again.
System of government. What is the capital of your state? Omar.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Let's find out. Raleigh.
I'm buzzing. He got his Midas touch back.
He's catching up quick.
I have to be quick on the buzzer over here.
This game is all about reflexes. If you've ever heard me talk about the strategies of the game, that's how you win. You practice with those reflexes. Dre, you're bored.
Holidays.
Nope. Wait. All right, I'll allow it. Name 2 national U.S. holidays. Dre.
Christmas and Martin Luther King Day.
Christmas. You're going Christmas and Martin Luther King Day. Final answer.
Yes.
All right, let's find out. New Year's Day, Martin Luther King Day, President's Day, Memorial Day, Labor Day, Columbus Day, Veterans Day, Thanksgiving, Christmas. That is correct. All right, guys, I can't tell you the score. This is a secret, and no one can count but me, but it is close. That's all I can tell you. Omar, you're bored.
Let's do colonial period and independence.
Colonial period and independence. When was the Constitution written? Dre.
1787.
1787. Ooh, I gave you that in my opening. Ooh, I should have known better. All right, Dre, it is your board.
Let's do colonial period and independence.
Before I click on colonial period and independence, I will say, I can't tell you who, but one of you is one away from victory. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Colonial period and independence. Oh, it's a good one. Is this for the win? Who is the father of our country? Omar.
George Washington.
I was going to try to say final answer in Spanish and my mind blanked. So final answer.
Yes, final answer.
My Spanish went downhill since I came back from Mexico. George Washington is correct. And I really want to keep it up. I'm very disappointed in myself right now. Okay. We have a tie. Whoever gets the next one correct will walk away as champion. Omar?
Let's do geography.
Ooh, geography.
Oh, wait, can you clear my buzzer?
Yes, I can.
Thank you.
Geography. Oh, I didn't want to do that one. Sorry. Nope. I have that one crossed out because I think you had that last time. So we gotta nix that one. That was my bad. It's always okay to see an extra question or two. Okay. Name. Oh, that's like the reverse. Name one state, just one, that borders Mexico. Omar.
California.
California, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas. That is correct. And with that, we do have a winner. Tail roll, please. And the winner is Omar.
Yay.
Guys,
Congratulations.
Congratulations. That last question, it was like a wild card playoff game. You know, you're off for just a second and your whole season is done.
This is ruined.
Just ruined. Thank you both so much for participating. Congratulations, Omar. Andrea, you did fantastic. Thank you again. Let me unshare this so people can see what I'm getting confused. Which one's Omar? Thank you so much for joining us again. And you know what? We're going to have a tournament eventually that someone will organize on my behalf. But we really enjoyed having you both times. And Omar, thank you for joining today. You are once again an American citizen. Congratulations. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget, like us all, follow us on Facebook. Our firms, they're all the information. It's on the event page. And share this video with others, especially if you know someone studying for the naturalization test. It's a great way to see the questions and learn about it. And my feedback about the answers are legitimate. Like that's actually what does the officer's thinking. So it's good to hear that too. And we do finally have some show of support here, guys. Thank you for showing some support. You both did great. Thank you all again. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great night.